What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of February 23rd, 2020. And I know I missed a week. I feel like I say this at the beginning of every video. I'm trying to do these as a weekly thing, but just between gaming and work and everything, it can be kind of difficult for me to kind of etch out an hour every week to kind of just sit down and talk through this stuff, just because I'm trying to get a bunch of other things done. So I do want to apologize beforehand for that, like I do every video basically, because I feel like I kind of let people down when I do these. But anyway, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I upload trophy content like this all the time, so I would appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into this. It's been quite an interesting last 2 weeks, I guess you could say, and quite successful, I would say. I've got a lot of things done, and I've kind of worked towards a lot of things. I will be discussing in the video the big elephant in the room, which is the whole Activision debacle that's been going on. We'll talk about that a little later, just because it's going to be a little more of a rant than I really think. I don't have anything written down, so I'm just going to be going off the head for a lot of that stuff. So I might forget some stuff. I might say some things. I'm not sure, but I'd love to have a discussion in the comments below if you guys want to leave your opinions on that or how you think or anything like that. But again, I'm not going to discuss that until a little later on in the video. We'll go through the regular proceedings that we do. So anyway, last time we ended, I think I was at Need for Speed Most Wanted. I just got the 100% in that. So up next, we did, I did Shadow the Ronin, which is one of these Gilson B. Ponte's games. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Don't take my word on that. But again, this is just a nice, I would say a nice, easy little game to play. Takes you about, I don't know, 3-4 hours. Maybe not even that long to get through if you kind of know what you're doing. So interesting game. Usually when he puts these games out, they're like $30 brand new. This one was only like $5 if you had PS Plus, so still a little bit expensive, but really not that bad, and a pretty I want to say enjoyable and like decent game, because like I know, like it feels like to me like at least the guy tried, but it's so rough. But Sony just lets whatever on. I enjoy playing them. You guys, if you don't know this, or if you do, you guys know that I love playing like shitter games, because really, like, you gotta play a shitter game to really enjoy a good game. So you gotta play a shitter like Shadow the Ronin to really just be like, wow, that's what a good game is like. So you just gotta do it to kind of remind yourself, more or less. Up next, Resident Evil 5 on the PS3. Now, I don't know if I talked about this the past 2 weeks. This basically came up because I'm trying to get all the DLC done for Resident Evil. I'm trying to do all the online for all the Resident Evil games. That's something that I would really like to do. And the big thing for Resident Evil 5 is the Versus Pack, and we were doing some stuff with the 4-player. So we did Team Slayer with getting a 40-point combo and 80 points or 80,000 points in Team Survivors. We're working on winning 30 matches in Team Slayer and Team Survivors as well right now. I think we got almost one team full win, or there are full 30 wins in Team Slayer, which means we're like a quarter of the way done. We haven't played this in a few weeks, so we're getting back to this tomorrow, Tuesday. Whenever you're watching this, we're going to be getting back to this and trying to knock that out. And then I'll just be playing the rest, hopefully with someone else. I think that these are like co-op maps, so I literally just need to do like this. I mean, it'd be nice to get just all the DLC done, but I'll talk about something else. Hopefully I remember to talk about something else in the what I plan on playing in the upcoming week as well. And then up next, we have Grim Fandango Remastered. This is a game that really came out of nowhere. I played this game a while back, really when it came out on the PS4, and I just really, I played it for maybe 20 minutes, got a few trophies, and then I just never went back. And I was on stream like a few weeks ago, because I haven't streamed in a week. I do want to apologize for that as well. Again, it's just been ridiculous with trying to do stuff, but I was kind of on stream, and it was a game that I had put in my folder in my PS4 to do, because usually on my PS4 I have a folder of like current games that I'm playing, or current games that I plan on playing, and I put Grim Fandango in there like months ago, because I was like, it's on my list, it's really easy, it's at like 2%, so if I do it, it'll really bump my stats up. But I just never got around to it. So eventually, when I finished Shadow the Ronin, and I was like, I know what I want to play, but I'm not really sure what I want to play. I was like, yo, I'll just play Grim Fandango. It'll take me like 2 streams to get through. It'll probably be enjoyable. There's like a step-by-step guide that you can watch. And yeah, I mean, it's as easy as that. So got that done. That only took, I think, 2 streams to get done. It was really easy. It was really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun playing it. But yeah, Grim Fandango Remastered, kind of out of the blue. Wasn't really planning on playing that. Then up next we have Game of Thrones. Again, I've just been playing this on stream. I haven't played this since the 12th, so I haven't really played this in like a week and a half. I'm enjoying it. I kind of irritated myself because I got through chapter 7 and I missed one of the chapter 7 trophies. I've been so like diligent to like pay attention to these trophies, and then I just let that one slip my mind. What am I doing? Anyway, it doesn't really matter because essentially what's going to happen with this game is I'm playing through right now on stream, and I'm going to play through and beat it. But there's a trophy in the game that's for finishing the game without a single ally, except the 2 main characters being knocked out. So my thought process is I'm going to play through, beat the game, try to get all these random trophies for each chapter, all these other random trophies, try to get those out of the way. And then whatever happens at the end of the game happens. I'm not sure, like, if you beat the game, you go into an open world status or what happens. I'm not exactly sure what happens. Like, again, I'm not sure. We'll wait to see what happens. But right now, the way it works is it's kind of like a linear game, more or less, because you get control of the character, but you can only go certain places. And then you have to do, like, side quests and things of that sort in those, like, places. And, yeah, I mean, I really like it. I like the structure of the game. It obviously doesn't play well. It's an Atlas game from, the early PS3, I'm pretty sure. 2012, I mean, it's really not early. It's actually early, like PS4 almost. Late PS3. But, I mean, it plays like ass because it's an Atlas game. I shouldn't be saying it like that. No, I mean, it plays, like, not that well because it's just, like, not a well-made game. But, like, the story is finally starting to pick up. I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit more. And all in all, I'm enjoying the game. I mean, I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. I don't like how they ended the whole season 8 or whatever, but that's besides the point. I'm enjoying playing through it. So, again, whenever I stream, I'm going to just be playing through this game and trying to get it done. The chapters can take some time, and they're really starting to take more and more time now because there's a trophy here where you have to basically, which this is one of the things I'm trying to do in this playthrough, is you have to complete all the secondary objectives of the story. So it's like, okay, cool. And then there's like all these other like random trophies, like sending 10 recruits to the wall with Moors, like all this stuff. There's actually like the guide that's on like PlayStation trophies or whatever. It actually like walks you through what you have to do for every single chapter to get these trophies. So that's useful. But yeah, I'm trying to get like all the secondary objectives, finding all the statues, doing all this stuff. That's what I'm just trying to do right now as I'm playing through, trying to get like the quote unquote missable stuff because there's no chapter select. I mean, I don't know if you beat the game, there's chapter select. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but there's no chapter select now. I actually got through like to chapter like 2 or 3, and then I was like, well, fuck, I missed some stuff. So I ended up restarting the game and playing back through. But like I said, I'm enjoying the game. It's somewhat enjoyable to me. I'm enjoying the story. It's not the best playing game, but it's not the worst game I've ever played. And with the whole Game of Thrones connection and everything, it's not, it has enough main characters from the actual story that most people know that it keeps it kind of interesting, because that was one of the things that I was really irritated about when I first played it. I was like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I don't care about these people. Who are they? But now that they're kind of mingling with well-known characters, it makes it a little more enjoyable. It doesn't feel like you're actually playing like a random ass game or something like that. So that's coming along. It is what it is. I'll be playing it on stream, and then that's that. I feel like I just talked like 3 minutes for Game of Thrones, maybe more than that. But anyway, let's keep it going. Backbreaker. This is another left field game. Andrew and I started playing this last week. Surprisingly, the servers for this are still up. You have to, there's online aspects. That's what we were going for. You have to create a custom team, take the custom team online, and then you just have to basically win 20 online exhibition games. I think we're each like over halfway done that, so that'll probably take one more night of playing. But hopefully, I want to get that done like this week. I don't want to start games and put them down. I really want to finish stuff. And if anything, I want to go back and I want to finish things that are on the list. And we might go through that, or I might go through that here and kind of try to organize myself. This might be a little longer of a video because of that. So we'll wait to see. But there's PS3 games on my list that I want to kind of look and go through and try to figure that out. And this is all going to tie in kind of to the Activision debacle. So another game that kind of came out of the Activision debacle, Little Big Planet. I've been talking about doing this. I don't know if I've publicly been talking about it, but in my mind, I've been talking about doing this over the past few months, just because this is like a game that came out really early, like really early in the PlayStation 3's life cycle, and it's not that bad of a game. I actually enjoyed going back and playing it, but my main goal when I went back to play it this time was basically to get all the create trophies, which I did. I got everything that I needed to get done for the base game, I guess, and then the 3 DLC trophies as well. I think there's three DLC trophies. So I'm probably just gonna end up platinuming this soon. This is gonna be something that I go to very soon, like probably within the next few weeks. I'm gonna try to get this done. Maybe not the next few weeks. I don't know. We'll wait to see how it goes, because I do want to make like guides on the DLC, even though some of it it's delisted. But you know how I am. I gotta do it to make myself feel better. But yeah, the only thing that I have to do in like the main game, which is like quote unquote difficult, is collecting all the prize bubbles on all the story levels, which apparently there's a way you can just load up a level and it gives that to you. So I'm not worried about that. But I want to get the DLC done first before I do that. Doing all the tutorials, creating this Dr. Frankenstein, which is easy. I should probably get on and do that. And then basically playing all the story levels without dying, with the exception of those levels that only end when you die. So I'll probably do that on stream to get the platinum. But yeah, I do want to get through this and kind of get that DLC done, because Little Big Planet, it's been out there for a while. And to be honest and to be frank, I'm really surprised that the servers are still up, considering that a game like Mod Nation Racers went down. These are, both Sony published games and Sony supported games, yet Mod Nation Racers went down and Little Big Planet's still up. I don't know if it's because possibly Little Big Planet has a bigger following than Mod Nation. I mean, I don't really know how that goes, because Mod Nation is more of like a not like antique, but it's an older franchise. It's an older type of game, so more people know about it. It's a more legacy, I guess you could say, compared to Little Big Planet. But the goal is going to be to get Little Big Planet platinum to 100%, move on to Little Big Planet 2, and then Little Big Planet 3 eventually. Just get the create stuff done. That's going to be my main goal, but depending how easy the platinum is and everything, we might just go for it and knock it out. But Little Big Planet 1 coming along, plan on getting that done in the next few weeks. And I know that like I kind of pushed this game way aside, but every time I talk about Little Big Planet, I always got to bring up Puppeteer. But Puppeteer, I'll get back to it eventually. I plan on doing Puppeteer soon, but it has no online or anything, so it's just going to come when I'm going to play it when I'm going to play it, essentially. So that's a little off topic, though. Then up next, we have Beach Buggy Racing. So I think I talked about this game in the last video, and I basically said, like, I'm kind of irritated with the game. And I'm irritated to, like, many points, because I basically play the game, I exit out of it, I load it up, and shit isn't saving, and it's just kind of burning me at the end of the day, because I'm losing progress. It's annoying. So what I've decided to do, I've earned 2 trophies in this game in the past week, and what I've decided to do is, and I don't know if I talked about this, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the last trophy talk, is essentially, since this game is breaking me, I'm going to try to break it, because I own the EU copy and the North American copy of the game, and they don't have different lists, but the game saves don't cross play, right? There's 2 different saves for the game. So my main goal for right now, when I'm playing on the EU version of the game, is to get the miles done, because the miles are broken. So I've gotten the coins. I did that last week. So last Tuesday. The miles, I was up to like 60 some percent, maybe higher than that, 70%. And then like I exit out of it, and guess what? It knocks me back down to like 50 something percent. So I might, AFK this every once in a while for a few hours, get up and then save it, and then keep going along with that. The other thing that I want to do on the EU version of the game are these 2 trophies here. Winning the one the 1,000 horsepower championship isn't a big deal, but it's the 5 1,000 horsepower championships because you have to have 5 1,000 horsepower vehicles, which I'm going to have on the EU account because I have all the money. But the NA account, I'm going to go back and play all the other things. So it's like a big brain move, but essentially I'm playing half the game on one account and half the game on another account. And I know what you're probably thinking. Well, Snickel, I'll just play everything on the EU account. Like just do that. It seems easier. The problem is that there's trophies down here for doing stuff with certain characters, like using Bezorp to teleport into first place within 100 meters of the finish line. Yeah, to unlock Bezorp, you have to unlock him from one of these tournaments or whatever. And I think I talked about this 2 weeks ago. Basically, the tournament's glitched on me because it did what it's doing right now, where I beat it, I turn the game off, I come back on, I'm back like a whole tournament. So I'm just going to go on the account that I've beaten the tournaments on. I have all the characters. I have all that done, and I'm going to do that on that account. So I'm basically using the EU version of the game to kind of get through the shitter things, and then I'm going to do everything else on the other account. But that's like a big brain move I'm kind of doing in the background. Hopefully that'll be done in the next few weeks, but it's not, top of my priority list right now. Then up next, we have a game that has been the top of my priority list. I think last Trophy Talk, I kind of shit on Drive Club VR and Drive Club in general, but we've gotten through, and we have one more trophy, which is to reach level 60, which I might be streaming after I work out tonight and get that done, because I think I'm like 59 and 2/3. I kind of stopped because I wanted to do the rest on stream, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, I was kind of shitting on Drive Club last time because of the whole, here comes a new challenger, which is to win 2 of your own solo challenges. And I kind of said that it's inexcusable for a company to give a time or a day that they're going to be shutting their services down, and then them shut the services down way in advance without any announcements or anything. Well, it turns out that the game was just effed up. They ended up updating some stuff, updating the servers, because Drive Club and Drive Club VR were both messed up. I don't think Drive Club Bikes was messed up. It was just Drive Club and Drive Club VR. So it turns out that they actually updated the servers, did some maintenance, and boom, the game was fixed. That's what I'm talking about. That's called support. I love to see stuff like that. That's what people pay for. It would be absurd to think that people pay for a product and you don't get any service like that, especially when PS Plus actually costs money now. Like, to be fair, I don't give a shit about the free PS Plus games. Like, to me, it would be more about if I'm paying $60 a year, it's more about the service. Like, are they providing a service that's worth the $60? And to some people, it's the free games that you get. But I can tell you right now, I haven't played a PS Plus game in who the fuck knows how long. So I don't care about the free game aspect of it. I just want good service at the end of the day. So, which I think that when they fix Drive Club, it just reiterates that they have good service for now at least. So. Now up next we have Air Conflicts Vietnam. I'm sitting on 0 trophies on this. The reason that this one is up is because we were planning on boosting it last weekend. We had 5 people, I think, and we just needed one more person. And we were waiting for Simon to get his game in, and it just wasn't turning out. And the 6th guy that I've been talking to kind of hasn't even responded to the messages that I've sent him, because he kind of joined the gaming session, which this is typical PSN Profiles bullshit right here. He doesn't join the gaming session. He just leaves a message on it that says, I'm interested. I message him and say, okay, like, what time are you available for Air Conflicts? And I haven't gotten a response in 3 days. So, that is what it is. So if anyone's interested or can help in Air Conflicts Vietnam on the PS3, by the way, PS3, the PS4 is a different one and you can't cross-play them. But if anyone's interested in doing the PS3 version of this, I would greatly appreciate it. We need the help. I think it's on North American PS Now if you do have that. If you don't, I'm pretty sure you can go pick it up for cheap if you want to. And I wouldn't even mind helping out with the other ones if anyone ever needs help. Because if you guys all know, I keep my games, so I can help out whenever. Then up next, we have MXGP2. I was kind of playing through this. This was something I had like a weird like niche. I wanted to play MXGP2. Like, I got this weird like itch, and I was like, oh, I really want to play a motocross game. I don't know why I got that itch. So I ended up picking up MXGP2 just because I did the online and I needed to finish it. So got that done. That was a little more tedious than I expected it to be. I'll be having the platinum video come out for that probably this week at some point. But essentially the game kind of glitched on me because I played through a season. So you only really have to play I'm pretty sure, 2 seasons in this game to get all of the trophies, because there's a trophy for getting upgraded to an MXGP class in career mode, and then there's a trophy for becoming a world champion in MXGP class in career mode. So what happened was I was playing through the game. Eventually I got enough interest to join an MXGP class, but it was in the middle of a season. So I joined the MXGP class in the middle of my first season because I was like, it doesn't really matter. They have the same schedule, so I'm not going to miss any of these tracks here. And all in all, it doesn't matter, right? So I joined the team. We played through. I end up like not winning the championship, which is understandable. So I start playing through the second year. So I'm playing through. I did like, I don't know, 5-10 races or whatever. And then I had a really dominant lead on all the players. And I was like, well, I can skip the next few races, because the thing that was annoying about the game is the races, you have to do 2 races at each track because that's how it's set up for like a race weekend. And then on top of that, you have to do a total of 3 laps per an event. So it's 6 total laps at a track, and the laps can take anywhere between 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. So it can be kind of annoying. So you're looking at like averaging probably 10 minutes just to get through those 2 events, not counting the load times or anything. So it can take some time, especially when there's, I don't even remember how many, 16 events maybe. There's a decent amount of events. So I skip some events. I get to the end. I end up winning I end up becoming the world champion in the MXGP class in career mode, but it doesn't give me my trophy. And I was like, did it not give me my trophy because I literally retired from a few races to skip them? So I had to play back through the career mode a 3rd time. And the 3rd time I played through, I didn't skip anything. And then I got the trophy. So I guess if you retire from any events when you're playing through the career mode, you don't get your trophy, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, that's done. That's all the MXGP games done on my list at the moment. I do own MXGP 3, MXGP Pro. I don't own MXGP 2019 yet. I kind of wait for those games to go like anywhere between like 10 to 15 bucks before I pick them up. So I don't know what the next motocross game will be that I play. I have a lot of them to do. I mean, it'll probably be the one on the PS3, MX versus ATV Supercross on the PS3, because I still have to do technically an online trophy in that game. So I kind of want to get that one done. And then last but not least, we have Spin Tires Mud Runner. Last week, I think Simon sent me a thing in Discord, basically that Spin Tires is apparently coming out with Snow Runner. I didn't even know this. It comes out in April, I think. So only 2 months, which is basically like a snow version of Spin Tires. Instead of playing in the mud, we'll be playing in the snow. So that got me kind of hype, and I was like, yo, I've been wanting to do this DLC in Spin Tires for a while. So I just hopped on, did the 4 DLC trophies, called it a day, got it done. So that kind of gets done. Nearly all my games platinum, but not 100%. The only 3 games outstanding are Minecraft, which I would love to get done. I think NCS Fan offered to help me. I need to get in touch with him and kind of get through that. The other one being Uncharted 4, which I would kind of like to work on that and get that done, because that's been just sitting there for a while. And then the last one is the notorious Uncharted 3, which we all know that ain't getting done, Chief. If I had a few more months to do Uncharted 3, I would have done it, but I was not trying to do that game. And like, I think I gave myself like a week or 2. Like, I gave myself no time at all to do it. So I wasn't gonna, and I was like, fuck it. Let's just not get any trophies and make it look like I didn't even try, which was what I was kind of going for. But yeah. That's what I've been playing in the past few weeks. This has been quite a long what I've been playing in the past few weeks. A whole 20 something minutes going on here. So what do I plan on playing in the upcoming week? Well, let's talk about that, right? So from what I've been playing, I guess we can go off of that. Well, we can go down the list here. So the goal is to get done Air Conflicts Vietnam, the 6-player trophy, and all the other trophies. Now I do want to make note of this, because I did set up a session to do Air Conflicts Secret Wars on the PS4, because I did the 6-player stuff on the PS4, but I did not finish the other stuff. So if anyone has Air Conflict Secret Wars on the PS4 and would help me, you literally just got to AFK probably, maybe press X every once in a while, just help me get the rest of those trophies, I would appreciate that. I'm not planning on setting anything up for the 6-player trophies per se. So if you want to get those, I will gladly join you when you find enough people. But I'm solely just looking for someone to do the rest of the online with, someone that's either done the game or can just help me. So that's where Air Conflict stands. Then basically all the Air Conflicts multiplayers are done. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so I'm trying to hop on that now. Drive Club VR, again, I plan on getting this done tonight, so that's not going to be too much time during my week. Beach Buggy Racing, I'll probably start AFKing this with what I'm going to talk about upcoming, because I'm not going to be using my PS4 that much. Little Big Planet, possibly. Backbreaker, I would like to finish at least the online in that. That's probably where it's going to stand for that time. Game of Thrones, we'll play that on stream, and then Resident Evil 5, we'll see where Tuesday gets and kind of go from there. It's probably going to take another solid 2 to 3 nights of playing to get done, so I'm not anticipating on that getting done in one night. So we'll see where that goes, though. And then down here, Strange Brigade has been a game that I've been wanting to play for quite a while now. I think I've been talking about it for like 3-4 weeks, something like that. We just need to play through the extreme mode. That's literally all we have to do. So that might be something that I try to get through this week and kind of bug everyone. So I apologize, Waves, Simon, and Andrew, if you get a lot of ads from me, but like, I just want to get the game done, and I'm sure everyone just wants to get the game done. I mean, I don't know if everyone does, because no one's trying to organize anything, but like, I'm trying to get the game done. So, and then the last thing, which I was talking about a little earlier, was Resident Evil 6 on the PS4. I would like to just finish it. I mean, we played this like a month and a half ago. This was the 14th of January. So that's like a month and a half ago. I really would like to just get that game done as well, just because, yeah, I just want to get it done. And then other than that, that's really it. I mean, the one thing that I want to talk about before we get into this Activision debacle, well, it's in relation to the Activision debacle. So hold on. So with Activision, if you guys aren't aware of this, out of nowhere, I think it was last week, maybe the week before, Activision basically came out and said that they were, well, let me not even say that. Let me take a step back. About a week ago or whatever, whenever these servers shut down, they just shut down out of the blue. No announcement from Activision, no announcement from anyone. People just getting on the game and they're like, can't connect. And people, you know, with a PS3 game, especially older PS3 games, you assume when it can't connect, it's just like a little, like, you know, servers down, or it's just not responding at the moment. So, you know, it'll fix itself, or they're doing something and they'll fix it. Well, that wasn't the case. But before I get into that whole thing, with that being said, my main goal now, and I said this last week, and the reason I haven't started yet is mainly because of Drive Club VR. I wanted to get that done, like, because those servers are going down in March. I don't even know if you'll be able to play the career mode, and like your levels will save. So I just want to get Drive Club VR done. So after I'm done Drive Club VR, most of my time, probably like 80% of my time when I'm not streaming, is going to go to playing like shitter PS3 games, multiplayer. And I know what you're probably thinking, well, Snickel, you've been doing that. I've kind of taken a break from it over the past few months, and I really haven't been playing any like crap PS3 games multiplayers. But with this whole debacle with just these servers shutting down out of nowhere, I'm going to start to actually be serious and get stuff done. So the first game that I'm planning on finishing, other than Backbreaker, the first game that I plan on finishing and I want to try to knock out this week, I'm going to be grinding on it very hard, is Far Cry 2. I want to get that done. There was already a scare like a month or two ago with Far Cry 2. I'm going to try to get that one done. Here. And matter of fact, we can go through the list, because like there's essentially games on here that I want to get done multiplayer wise. I mean, obviously I want to platinum, but multiplayer wise. So let's go down the list here. So we have Backbreaker. Okay. I'm only going to be strictly talking about PS3, because there are PS4 games on my list that I want to finish, like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, all those, but I'm not going to hit on those. Bad Company 1, I'm in the air with if I actually want to do Bad Company 1. I would like to give it a try, but I know it's going to require a lot of time and it's going to be a big pain in the ass. So I think it's going to be a game that is like a lower down on my list because I have a lot of other big games that I want to try to get done before I go for that. BioShock 2, that would be great to get done. That kind of came out of nowhere and I haven't played it since. Borderlands 2, yeah, but not really. I'm not really scared about that. Dead or Alive 5. I would like to get that done. Now, like I said, I'm just strictly talking about PS3 games here that have online. Dead Space 3 technically, but I'm not like super worried about that. Okay, let me talk about this for a second. So Dirt 2 is unobtainable to me, but I would like to. So the servers for Dirt 2 are still online, but you cannot do the trophies related to DirtNet. So there's like 2 trophies you can't do. With that being said, I would still like to play and get all the online done in the game. So that's just me being autistic, but yeah, that's that. Let's keep going down here. Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition. I would like to play through that online and get it done. You don't have to, but it just makes it easier because you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty and you have to like find a bunch of stuff. So is it? Yeah, okay. Enemy Front. We were just actually talking about this, or Retro brought this up. I might be doing this weekend. But that's like a really easy game, so I would like to get that done. Okay, a really big push. All the F1 games on the PS3. So F1 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. That's what, 5 games? I would like to do all of them. I know 2010 is the biggest push because of doing all the max level and everything, but I want to do all of the F1 games on the PS3. That's a goal. Far Cry 2. Big boy. And I obviously have games that I haven't played yet as well that I want to do. I can't list them all off the top of my head, but I do have things in there or in my list that I want to do. Another game that I'm probably going to focus on after self-boosting Far Cry 2 is going to be Grid Autosport because I have Grid Autosport twice. I can self-boost. And that's going to be the biggest thing when it comes to doing these PS3 games is I'm probably going to self-boost a lot of them if buying a second copy of the game is feasible and it's not an arm and a leg because, like, for instance, the F1 games, they're so fucking expensive to buy sometimes. And it's funny because I actually bought F1 2010 the other day at GameStop and I was like, yo, it was like $3. This is awesome. And then I get home and it's the wrong disc and I go back up there to get the right disc and they're like, oh, well, we didn't even have it in the first place. So it sucks to be you. So my main goal is going to be to self-boost, but obviously going to need other people to do some of it. Keep going down. Little Big Planet 2, like I was talking about. I do have that DLC for Little Big Planet 2, so I'm not too worried. Another big game, which I'll probably try to do, maybe like after Grid or something. I have to figure out who's interested, but Max Payne 3, I would like to do that. Again, a bigger game. I don't have it on my list, but MK9, that would be a nice one to do. This MotoGP 1011, I need to do the other online for that. That one online trophy in Supercross. It's so weird. It's like for Free Drive and Free Drive's online. This one, apparently that's online. I didn't even know. Got all the NASCAR games done other than a few on the PS4, so that's whatever. Shift 1 and Shift 2. Shift 1 technically doesn't have online trophies, but there's an online DLC trophy, and I think that there's badges that are easier to get online. So yeah, I would like to do both of these. I know Shift 2 is a shitter, but I have some inside sources that can kind of walk me through how to do it because I have some methods in my head. But yeah, I would like to get both of those done, especially since Shift 1 is like, this game came out in like what, 2009? Yeah, so it's an oldie. That's an oldie right there. Payday 2, Payday 1 and Payday 2 would be nice to get done on the PS3, but who knows if that's ever going to happen. That's like bottom of the barrel. Like, I don't think they'll ever shut it down, but eh. Another big one, really big one, Red Faction Guerrilla. All the Resident Evil games on PS3, obviously. Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5, Operation Raccoon City, Revelations 1 and 2. I think those are the only ones. There's 5 that have online on the PS3. So yeah, those. I'm literally just going down my list right now. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that might be it. No, there's got to be something else. I probably went past something as well. Test Drive Unlimited 2. I've been debating this over the past few weeks if I want to try to set up a session for this, because there is a trophy that's like really, really, really stupid. I think you have to have, you have to have 8 players. Keep your distance. Is there a session going? No. Yeah, so that's like something where you have to like constantly like keep updating it and everything. So I don't know. Like, I really want to, but like, that seems so like tedious. Fuck. I don't know. I did all the club stuff. Like, I drove all the club cars, so like that's fine. And then obviously the DLC is like really fucking stupid because it's delisted and you need a shit ton of people to do it. But like, I would love to get this game at least platinum. Like, if you have interest in doing Test Drive Unlimited 2, let me know, because the 8-player trophy does scare me, and you can't really do it with alts because you have to actually be playing the game. So let me know if you're interested in doing that. Maybe I'll make a chat in the Discord server. If you haven't joined the Discord server, there's a link down below. You can join it. And whenever we're playing any of these games, I will gladly ask. And if you're looking forward to doing anything on the PS3, join and let me know. If you want to do any of the F1 games, or you have any game really on the PS3 that you want to do, join and let me know, because again, this is going to be my main focus right now, is trying to get PS3 multiplayers done. Ghost Recon Future Soldier is a big one. That's a big shitter. I do want to do it, but it's really like bottom of the barrel. It's Ubisoft, so I'm not worried about them shutting the servers down. I think I have a decent amount of people that would play it, but the hard part is that for the one trophy that I've already done, anything you can do right here, you literally have to delete your whole friends list except the one person you're going with the trophy with to get that, or you have to delete the people that have played the game in order to do that. So that can be a bit annoying, but it's doable. It's not not doable. So but yeah, this would be something down the line. I would like to do it, but like I said, down the line. Hawks 1 and 2, I bought second copies of those the other day for like $10 for both of them. So I have, I'll probably be self-boosting Hawks 1 and Hawks 2 at some point. I've been wanting to do those games for a while, but I just really haven't said anything. Tomb Raider on the PS3, I want to do that on stream. Oh, another game at the very top, which I did not cover, Assassin's Creed 4 on the PS3. I'm going to be doing that probably on stream, like level boosting on stream, and then doing the other trophies at some point. I think I'm going to need at least one other person to do that game with, because Katz and I are doing it, but you need 3 people for some of the trophies. So if you're interested in that, again, join the server in the link down below. Let me know. We'll play. I need to hop on Transformers Revenge of the Fallen because of these 3 trophies. I really should hop on and get those done. Maybe just get the platinum. I don't know. I don't think that might be it. I mean, Unreal Tournament 3, but that requires some other bullshit, which I don't feel like doing right now. Apparently, Wolfenstein 09 is unobtainable. Okay, so that's about it. Again, I have a lot of other games that I own that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but there's probably, 2-3 dozen games that I really would like to just play and get done on the PS3 multiplayer-wise. There's obviously big games that I want to do, like Red Faction, Max Payne 3, Far Cry 2, Grid Autosport. And then there's other games that like I don't even want to go near, like games like Inversion, where like I would love to do it, but I've read stuff that it blows your fucking PS3 up. I'm not trying to blow my PS3 up, so probably won't go near that. And it's not gonna rub me the wrong way if I don't. But there's a lot of games on the PS3 multiplayer wise that I want to do, and I'm gonna try my best to get through all of them, like sooner rather than later. So anyway, with all that being said, hold on, let me take a sip. Let's get into the Activision debacle. And you guys can hear my side, and we can have a discussion about this down in the comments below, because I would love to hear everyone's perspective. So, if you guys aren't aware, about a week ago, I think it was about a week ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, out of nowhere, there were servers that stopped working. I first heard about this from Guitar Hero 5. which is a letdown because we were kind of working on Guitar Hero 5 and now it is unobtainable. Ouch, it hurts. Whatever, shit happens. I'm not gonna like lose sleep over it at the end of the day. It sucks, whatever. But essentially what happened is these servers, they essentially stopped working and people were saying they're not working, whatever. And like I said, most games when it comes to the PS3, when a game like stops working, it's just like, okay, well, they're doing maintenance or the server's just down or something, it'll be fixed. It happens all the time. It's not an uncommon thing for you to get on a server, an old PS3 server, and it not work, and then the next day you get on and it works. Completely common. But these games weren't working. So people were going to Activision support, people were going here, people were going there. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Why aren't these servers working? Why, can we get anything? And after like a few days, I think Activision finally makes like a public announcement and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we stopped supporting these games. And the games they stopped supporting were like GH5, like Van Halen. I think basically all the Guitar Heroes, they stopped supporting all of them on the PS3. They stopped supporting all the James Bond games, which for some reason Quantum of Solace was already fucking down. Like, don't even get me started. Like, this shit irritates the hell out of me. And I'm sure you guys probably already know my state on it and my stance, but like I'll reiterate it a million fucking times. It irritates me that there's no goddamn communication between anybody. Nobody. Activision makes a product and sells the product to people. The fact that you're taking services away from a product that you sell, that you sold, and you're not giving any prior notification of anything. You're just shutting it down out of the fucking blue. And then you have the audacity to days later say, oh yeah, by the way, we're ending services for these. You fucking ended the services days ago. What do you mean you're ending this? You've already done it. There's no warning. Like, and I said this with Drive Club VR and Drive Club, how the challenges were down, right? How the whole thing was down, how it was inexcusable that you can say that a game is going down and then, months before it goes down, it's not working. Imagine if it happened with Killzone 2. Imagine if it happened, right? They fixed it. Great. But the thing is at least they gave a warning. Drive Club at least gave a warning for when their servers were shutting down. Drive Club at least gave a warning for when their season pass was getting delisted. Activision is so fucking bad with this. And I'm sorry. I'm getting so tilted right now because they literally have the audacity to sit there and say, oh yeah, we're shutting these servers down after the fact. They've done this so many times, not with servers. They've done this in the past with other things. And I cannot support them as a fucking company anymore because they literally do not care about their customers at all. Like, they literally don't care. You just can't, you cannot not communicate with people. That's not how it works, right? Like, it's inexcusable to do stuff like this. And like I said, you can say what you want to say. Oh, it's their servers. They have the right to do what they want to do. The whole thing with IPs, they're not their IPs. I understand it, right? The whole Transformers thing, the whole Transformers debacle like a year ago, or the whole like James Bond thing, right? So if you don't know what happened with the Transformers thing or with a few of their IPs, like not the December that just passed, not December 2019, I think December 2018, Activision, they had a bunch of games that they published and they weren't their IPs. They were just publishing it. So games like Transformers, Legend of Korra, I'm trying to think about if there was other things. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a bunch of games that they basically made the game for it, published a game for it, but they didn't own the IP. Okay, completely understandable. You don't own the IP. But the thing that irritated me the most about that whole thing was, again, the communication. So what ended up happening is that December, they delisted all of those games. They took them off the store. No prior warning, didn't tell anyone, hey, just want to let you, like, the thing that irritates me is, like, they didn't even have the audacity to be like, hey, by the way, guys, just want to let you know, in December, we're taking this off the store. Like, do you know how easy it would be? I'll draft you a fucking letter for free if you give me the information and you can tweet it out yourself. Like, do you know how easy it would be for you to sit there? Like, you're obviously making the decisions to delist all these things off the store, and you know exactly what you're delisting. How fucking difficult is it to make a list to say, hey, we're delisting this, and this on December whatever 2018? Pick them up before the delisting is the delisting happens. How difficult is that? And do you know, I can't even imagine how much money they would have made if they actually did that. But the fact that they just ripped everything off the store, didn't say anything to everyone, and then everyone's like, oh, what the hell, man? Like, Transformers got delisted from the store. Oh, what the heck? Legend of Korra got delisted from the... Like, all this stuff got delisted from the store. No prior, like, hey, we're delisting these. And then they didn't even say anything after the fact. Like, that was like step one. I was like, what are they doing? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't even make sense. Like, literally, how long is it going to take you to just draft up a little letter that you put out on your Twitter and all your social media, Reddit, wherever the fuck you're going to put it, and you literally say, hey guys, we've appreciated the so many years of support for these games. We're going to be delisting them from the store. Like, really, how hard is that? You're going to make money at the end of the day, and it's going to cost you nothing or barely anything to do it. So that was like the first thing that I was like, you got to be kidding me. So then this whole thing happens like a week ago. They just shut the servers off out of nowhere for games. And then a few days later, they put a formal response out. Which, why are you putting a formal response out to people being pissed off? I mean, I understand why, but like, you've already done it. Like, what the fuck does it matter? You've already pissed people off. Like, you might as well just like act like you didn't do anything. But they put a formal response out and they're like, yeah, so we're not supporting these games anymore. And the games that they weren't supporting were the games that they shut the servers down. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, first of all, you should have given advanced warning that you were shutting the servers down. Like, that's the correct thing to do. And I've been saying this since all of this bullshit has been happening with random companies shutting servers down and this and that. Dude, it's not that difficult to say like, hey, it would be a really good idea. I'm not saying you cannot shut servers down, okay? I know I just went off topic there for like a hot second. I'm not saying you can't shut the servers down, right? They're your servers. Do what you want to do with them. It makes you look like a shithead at the end of the day, but hey, do what you want to do, right? But it is not that difficult for you to say, you're obviously having some board meeting. You're obviously having the stakeholders or whoever the fuck is making these decisions. You guys are obviously sitting there and you're like, yo, you know what would be a great idea? Yo, remember that game? What was it? James Bond 007 Bloodstone? Yeah, man. Are those servers still online? Oh, they are? Yo, turn those shitters off right now. Why are they even online? Like, who was sitting around thinking that? Or like, or did you just say like, oh, what are all the games that we made after before so-and-so date? Oh, all those? Shut them down. We don't need them anymore. Like, do you not understand that people are still playing these games and people are still like, you know, doing things with these games? Like, you're just shutting them down. There's no prior warning. You can't, like, it's not even that hard to just sit there and say like, hey guys, every game listed below that we made before so-and-so date are being shut down on this. Thank you for the support. Like, they're not even thanking people for the support. They're not even thanking people for playing the game and all that. They're just like, oh, fuck them. Just shut them down, man. No one's playing them. Whatever. Shut them down. Like, are you kidding me? It makes you look so bad. And the thing that irritates me the absolute most is then you're sitting there and I can go on Amazon and buy any one of these games brand new. So guess what? You're still making a dime off of it somewhere because you're selling it new somewhere. And then you shut the services down. Like, are you kidding me? And then you're going to sit there and say, yeah, we're not supporting Guitar Hero anymore. Yo, isn't Guitar Hero like one of your top fucking franchises? One of your top IPs other than maybe Call of Duty? Like, wouldn't Guitar Hero be like one of the top ones? And you're literally sitting here and you're like, yeah, we don't support it anymore. Like, what, are you just not going to support any of your games anymore? Like, you got to be kidding me, dude. So when this whole thing happened, it tilted me the wrong way. And to be fair, it's not, for me, it's not the end of the world, whatever. Like, I would like to have had a formal letter or announcement that was put out again that said like, hey, like, it's not that hard to say, we appreciate your support over the past so-and-so years of these games that we've developed and published. But guys, we're going to have to terminate the online services because of funding purposes or whatever the purpose is. That's the other thing that really irritates me is there's no fucking purpose to why they did it. There's no reason behind it. Yeah, we're just going to stop supporting these. Like, honestly, the maintenance for those servers is probably a drop in the bucket to what all of your other funding is for Call of Duty and all your other fucking shitty IPs that you come out with nowadays. Yeah, like I can't get over it, man. And to be fair, that like that's like the last straw with me and Activision. Like I'm done. Like I can't support. I'm not supporting any fucking game they ever make ever again. Like that's that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna play their games. I'll play them, but guess what? I'm buying them secondhand. You're not getting a fucking dime from me if this is the way that you want to act. And you could say what you want to say about me. Oh, you're being a little crybaby or whatever. Snickel, they have the right to do it. They own the game. Yeah, but when people are buying into your game, and essentially you wouldn't be there if it wasn't for us giving you money to buy your product, and then you just shit on people like this, that's kind of where I have a problem. You don't do that to people. You know, I mean, I guess you can, because it's working out for them at the end of the day. They gonna make their money. They gonna save their pennies every month from turning their servers off, and they don't have to do the maintenance on those servers anymore. Whatever. And it was funny because the other day I was thinking about it, and I was like, to be fair, like if they were smart, they would do something like what Battlefield does or something with their games. And if they wanted people to play online, you would pay for a server. Like if I could pay for a server to play old PS3 games that are shut down, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. And if it was like, even if it was a higher rate than it is for like a Battlefield game, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. But hey, man, what do I know? I don't know anything apparently. So yeah, that's just the whole situation with Activision. And I tried to stay calm, but it really irritates me because I look at it in so many different aspects to say if someone did this, or like if it was any other field but video games, if this happened anywhere else, how much of a essential backlash it would have been. And I know what you're also thinking. Well, they're games that have a low population of people playing it, right? There's a minority of people playing it. It doesn't matter if there's a minority of people playing it. There's still people playing it. There's still people enjoying it. And you just took that away without any prior warning, without any thanks for people supporting it, without anything. You just took it away. So I can't really support them anymore. Like I said, I'm gonna play Activision games. I think Sekiro was an Activision game. I played that this year. I bought it day one. But hey, guess what? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not supporting them. And yeah, they're not getting a single dime from me anymore for any game. So that's just how it's going to be. I really just can't support shit like that. And I gotta say, man, big ups to Sony. I know Evolution isn't a thing anymore, but like big ups to Sony and everything for what they've done with Drive Club. I mean, like that is the proper way to end a game. That is a proper way to end a game, because they gave so much time in advance to when the servers were shutting down. They gave so much time in advance. They said when they were going to be delisting the DLC. Was it really that hard to do? No. They maintained the servers through the time. The servers are still up right now, but again, they had that whole issue. They maintained them. They fixed them. That's the proper way to do it. That's a proper way to put a game down. And, you know, it is what it is. If these games were older games and you can't do them, or they don't want to maintain the servers, or the servers are shit or something, okay, then say that. Like, but there's so many old games on the PS3 that you can play where it's just like, why are the servers still on for this? Like a game like Ski-Doo, right? Like Ski-Doo down here. This game has online, and the online still works perfectly fine. So I don't know. I don't know if they need to restructure how they do servers and do peer-to-peer for everything, or if everything is dedicated. I don't know. All I know is the whole way that they handled the situation was so poorly done. And I cannot support them anymore with anything. And honestly, I don't think anyone should. Like, if you guys are listening to this, that's like the one way that you can actually make a change when it comes to any type of company. A company is a business, and a business is there to make money. And when they don't make money and they stop making money, or as much profits as they're making, then they start to make a change. I mean, even though I hate EA as much as I do as well, you see how much of a change they've been making because people have been protesting them and calling them out on their bullshit. The same thing will happen, hopefully, with Activision. But in the meantime, your boy, he ain't going to be supporting them, and that's going to be what it's going to be. The the best thing we can do right now is to keep complaining to Activision. I mean, if you really want to try to get some of these games back up, to me, it doesn't matter. Am I mad I can't do GH5? Yeah. Am I mad I can't do all the other Guitar Heroes? Yeah, whatever. Fuck it, though. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. There was one Transformers game that they took down out of all of them, which I don't fucking understand. Dark of the Moon. Out of all of them, you take down Dark of the Moon. What the fuck? Like, why? You left all the other ones up, but you took that one down. Like, the fuck is wrong with these people? And then the James Bond games. I mean, I've always wanted to do all of them. Quantum of Solace has been on my list forever, but I just never did it. But apparently they just shut the servers down last week for it. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I think you need to rank servers for it, but I don't know. But that's just my little thing. Like I said, if you want to make a difference on this somehow, the best thing to do is just keep complaining to them. And I know it's not like the big thing to do, and who knows if it's ever going to fucking work, but one thing that you can do is go to the Better Business Bureau, BBB, and you can put a formal complaint in against Activision. And I'm sure if enough people do this, they will actually look into it, because I've done that for a few games, and they did that. They actually did a BBB submission for Splinter Cell Blacklist on the PS3 back when like the challenges just stopped. They actually did one for that, and they ended up fixing that. So that again, that's just a way that you can kind of try to make a difference and try to get this stuff back up if you really care that much. But with all that being said, like, that's why I want to focus on PS3 games, because tomorrow they could be down, and I want to try to get as much of those games done as possible that I've wanted to do for years, but I just haven't really gotten into it. So anyway, that's my little rant on the whole Activision debacle. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know what you guys have been playing, what you've been up to, and everything like that. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff: my Twitter, my Twitch, my Platinum Trophy videos, I think other videos like this possibly. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Again, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far, almost an hour, but I don't want to do the hour mark yet. I'm saving that for a special time. But if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon. Fuck Activision.